Hi there, welcome back to Fred Shaves. It's time for another shave and it's time for another razor review. So I got a super duper nice mail call from Yaqi here the other day, and they have sent me a razor and it's the Final Cut in brass, and I really love the look of brass. It's not a polished brass, but it is a kind of satin finish on it. It has some really heft to it. It weighs in at 112 grams. It's 90mm handle, nice kind of crossroads pattern there, and it's adjustable. You can see the dot there, it goes from 1, you can go 2, 3, you can go 4, you can go 5 and everything in between, and you can go 6, which is the highest number. Then you can turn it back to 1, so that will be 7, and number 2, so 8, it's the highest, and then you can see it's a really high wide blade gap in there. All these razors are individually numbered. The number on this particular one is Y719, so that's probably a serial number or something. The blade gaps are going from 0.75mm and up to 1.55mm, so smaller blade gaps than on its cousin, which is the zinc alloy. I'm really looking forward to try this bad boy out. We're also using as Yaqi Soap and Splash Lost Treasure. Great scent, really cool label, and I think it's matched quite well up with that beautiful razor there. Thank you very much to Grace and Team Yaqi for sending me this awesome stuff to review. We are also using a Silvertip badger from Yaqi, which I'm shaking out as we speak. That's the 124mm bulb-shaped silver tip. I have the soap soaking in hot water. Gonna empty that out and go straight in to loading. So I have fine with the zinc alloy version. It's quite aggressive and blade forward. But that one has much higher blade gaps. I can use that up to number 3. If I go above 3, I feel it's actually quite aggressive and I can really feel that blade. So you're gonna see to compare how this one feels. I think I probably will also do a side-by-side comparison of those two razors. I don't think I will shave through all the settings tonight, but I will start off quite high to have a feel for it, and we will go lower. I have only 1 day of growth, so it doesn't need a really huge blade gap. So I'm loading quite heavy here. It was quite a dry brush. Awesome soap base, by the way, made by Master Soap Creations for Yaqi. That looks quite pasty and nice. We will try to go with that. So another cool aspect with the razors adjustable from Yaqi, you can deassemble them and strip them quite much down. You can deassemble all the head and take apart the spring, the trace that lifts the blade when you adjust it, and so on, to really give it a deep clean if you want to do that. This is a great potent scent. So that is really nice cleaning wise. Really easy to take apart and really easy to assemble back. I did take mine apart for the video, and I managed to put the dial upside down, the dial you adjust the settings with, and I detected that quite soon because the adjustment mechanism wouldn't work that way. So then I know or understood that something was wrong. This looks nice and pasty. This is a really dense Silvertip and it doesn't has much of a backbone, but it has a gigantic splay. And it's a super thirsty soap base. I should probably have started off with a little bit more water in the actual brush. Because there is not happening much here. I'm gonna take a lot of water. There something is about to happen. Cool news. Yaqi are gonna release during this autumn a whole new line of shaving soaps, and those look quite spectacular. I've seen the labels, I've seen the names. I don't know anything about the scents. As far as I understood, it's made by Master Soap Creation for Yaqi. And what's not to like about that? Their soap base is top shelf stuff. Really water the poop out of this soap tonight. Because that's what I do. I love to lather, if you didn't know that. And this brush feels so nice on the face. You can see how this thing is just taking water. And it's super dense. Look, starting to get a nice sheen. Let's check the peaks. Still stiff peaks, needs more water. Awesome scent, quite strong. This ladder is just building like crazy. Inside the razor I do have a fairly well-known blade to me, Perma Sharp, one of my favorites. That's the last water edition, I think. It's starting to slide down my face. Yeah. Look at this beautiful leather, guys. Look. Danglers. You can probably argue with that leather. I cannot, because this is really good for my taste. Just trying to clean up a little bit of the worst mess, and by all means the messy YouTuber. Let's see. Just rinsing all my hands, which are super duper slippy, and this soap is uber slick, and it feels so cushiony, so nice on the face. Let's see, which setting are we gonna start off with? I think I will start off with one stroke at number 5, just to see, and there's the blade gap 1.55, so I should really feel that. Yeah, I can really feel that. I will go down to number 4. Still quite blade forward, but really smooth, really efficient at number 4. You can really tell where the blade is. It's not super aggressive at 4. You can hear it sings. Leather rinses off with ease. One thing with brass, it will change color if you don't dry it off after each use. Yeah, I will go down at, let's go all the way down to 3 for my jawline and neck. Setting 3 seems to be really nice, especially for one nail growth on the first pass. That seems really perfect actually. Number 3, which is 0.95mm of a blade gap. I don't know anything about the blade exposure and so on. Yeah, setting 3 feels awesome. The razor is so heavy, so I just kind of let it glide across the skin and let the weight do the job. That's a successive fur pass, I will say. Back to this beautiful, awesome, cushiony leather. It's super dense and low structure, just the way I love it. Tallow base soap. I will put links in the description of the video till all items used, and there you can get them at AliExpress. This is a superb second leather, guys. I'll tell you, look, it's super shiny. I'm gonna go down to setting number 2 at my second pass. Oh, that's super smooth. There's close to 0 blade feel on that setting. But I'm feeling it still cutting efficiently. I was thinking it will be slippy because those lines are not very deep. But it doesn't feel slippy at all. I'm in full control of the razor, and I don't feel that it's gliding in my fingers at all. Really intuitive blade angle. I will say it's pretty much the same blade angle you would expect from most DE razors. This leather is a touch dry. Just got that spray straight in my eye. Well done, Fred. That's superb. You can add some leathering. Alright, let's go all the way down to the lowest setting, number 1. For the last pass, and that's 0.75 of a blade gap. And that feels really wide, like it should. Riding the cap. I'm really enjoying this. Really impressed. I can tell already from the first use of this razor, I'm liking this better both in feel and look over the zinc alloy version. Easily choice. It feels well built, it feels quality, it feels very precisely made. Really happy with all these shave ends. Oof. That's super close, nice, comfortable shave as well. Alright, going down for some cold water rinsing before some alum. Fresh, cold water. Let's see if the alum stone gives any feedback, or if we have done a decent job. No. Some feedback. So it's definitely a close shave. Just let that sit for a moment and then rinse off some gear while that works with the skin. Pardon me, long video tonight, can't help it. I am enjoying this too much to be quickly finished. That's all much rather we have left in the knot. Just gonna wash out the brush so the alum gets a little bit more time on my face. And it's a really dense silver tip dispatcher, so it requires some work to get all the soap out. Okay, just gonna then rinse off the alum. Alright. Oh. Fantastic shave. We're gonna use the matching goodies. This is witch hazel based, and it also has, I think it's rose water, yes, and a lot of other good skin foods as well. The splashes are great and really nice smelling. And they always give me a little sting, even if it's not alcohol. I think it's the rose water and witch hazel that just closes things up and really towards the skin, rinses and does its job. Alright, that's me done and dusted. That was my first impression thoughts of the Yaqi Final Cut brass razor. Come on, focus, there you go. It's a beautiful piece of work, really well machined. It sits really nice in the hand, and it gave me a really comfortable smooth shave with 1 day of growth. I will continue testing this with different blades and so on to see how it works, and also with several days of growth. First impression is really nice. I think the price point on these razors are, from the top of my head, between 80 and 90 American dollars at AliExpress right now. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I will put links in the description of the video. Well, that said, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and until my next video, goodbye.